Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the CDC Experience. I am Sartura Schumann-Smith, Program Manager here at the CDC of Tampa, and welcome. I am so pleased today to have here with me two fabulous young ladies who are doing some fabulous things here in the Tampa Bay area, in the Riverview community, and just overall. It's my pleasure to have today with me Crystal Wyatt and Serena Williams. And yes, I said Serena Williams. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you all. And I'm excited because, one, I wanted to showcase, it was just still Women's History Month. Mm-hmm. And when we think about women's history, of course, history, what happened then. But I just wanted to showcase two women who are trailblazers now, who are doing good things in the community, who are forging their way professionally, and to celebrate you all. So thank you for being here. And before we go on, I just want to make sure our viewers know that you can watch this podcast on all social media platforms, and also on our website at cdcoftampa.org. So let's just jump right on in here because we don't have a whole lot of time and I have a whole lot of questions for you. So again, Serena and Crystal are the owners of Medi Weight Loss right here in Riverview, Florida. Now, let me ask a question because we've been talking through before we even started this. Mm-hmm. And I met Serena last year exactly this time. And it's my pleasure to face meet Crystal. And I have to give them a shout out for this. They've done some stuff with our program here, our Wealth Builders program. They were generous, I can't even get it out. They were very generous with their giving as far as supporting our program. So that's another reason I want to have you on. But let me ask you ladies this.
Absolutely.
Were you all friends first and then business partners, or how did this collaboration come together?
Well, first, thank you so much for having us here. It's kind of like an interesting timeline because it was very short.
Yeah.
We were introduced by a mutual friend funny enough, at a vision board party. Can it get more organic than that? And we both shared similar interests in our professional careers at the time, and kind of went from there. But that time span, I would say, from just kind of initial meeting to saying, hey, we have kind of similar work ethics, and okay, you're interested in this too. Probably was I would say an 8-month process because I think it was just quick. Hey girl, I see you at this place, and we would work out at the same time at the gym. Had no connections at all, but just same kind of things. And I invited her randomly to my birthday party, and she said yeah,
and I went.
Okay,
and then 3 days after her birthday party, she was like, "Hey, do you want to try this business with me?" And I was like, yeah.
Why not?
Right.
Come to a birthday party.
Exactly.
And start a franchise.
Exactly.
Okay, so it can be done.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. So, Crystal, let me ask you, why did you all choose this type of franchise?
Yeah, so we have always been in the business realm. We started with real estate, right? We did several Airbnbs in the area. And then after COVID, we took a substantial hit and ultimately readjusted our vision and our portfolio. But also what happened during COVID is we both gained an enormous amount of weight. And, and it was really tough for me. I'm a veteran. I had just gotten out of the military. I'm used to running. Of course. Thank you. I'm used to running, jumping, doing all the things. But then the whole world shut down. And once we opened back up, I started back doing the running and the jumping, and the weight was not going anywhere.
Okay.
So I was looking for options, and I found this weight loss clinic. Okay. And then after I had my success, I invited Serena. She had her success long before me, right? It was an immediate reaction for her. But then I discovered that it was a franchise, and I called her and I was like, we have to do this. We are walking billboards. And she was like, let's do it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And there's so many people now. And Crystal, I said this and I put that in quotes with the weight loss craze. My question is, so many times people want a quick solution.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say solution, quick fix.
Yeah.
And so they're doing things that probably are unhealthy, not seeking the right professionals to do this, to transform, go this transformation. So let me ask you this. What is, if somebody came to you And what would be different between that person going to whoever
Yeah.
to get their weight loss journey started? So what's the right way and what's the not right way?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the first thing that is really important for people to understand is that obesity is chronic. And it should be treated as such, meaning that if you stop doing something that is effective for you and that is bringing you success, then you will no longer see that success, right? So we try to teach that and embody that. Secondly, understanding that when you're dealing with a medical condition, it is important to be seen by a medical provider. Oftentimes, just like you said, because of the craze and because of the access, you'll have people that are interested in the shortcuts.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
There are no shortcuts. I will just say that.
Thank
There
you.
are
Okay.
no shortcuts, and people don't want to accept that.
Yeah.
So when you come to us and when you are involved with Medi Weight Loss, especially like within Riverview, our clinic, you're seeing a medical provider, you're getting accountability, you're learning tools. We are on that journey with you. We don't want to see anyone come there and think that this is going to be a fast approach. This is going to be, no, we're changing lives. We're changing lifestyles. And it's very critical that the people that come understand that we're walking this journey with you. And we will be there because life happens, right? There are going to be ups and downs. Your hormones can change. There are so many things that impact your weight. We're here to help you through all of those things. Yeah.
And I like what you said about changing your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that's very difficult for if you've become used to doing something this way and now you're telling me this is what I have to do. And again, that's why I'm so grateful that you all have a medical facility as opposed to say, here, just take this shot and just do this, or take this and just do that, because that's very important when people understand that this is a lifestyle change. And it is very difficult.
Yes.
It's very difficult. I just gave up sodas for Lent, and every time I see a can of soda now, it's like I start to get the shakes. but it's something I have to commit to that because it's what I want to do.
Absolutely.
What is one of the other misconceptions that people have, Crystal, when it comes to seeing a weight loss specialist? Or not seeing a specialist, but trying that weight loss journey?
Yeah, so weight loss is emotional. Weight is emotional, right? And there are a lot of emotions attached to it. And so we like to consider ourselves a concierge service, from the meeting with our provider to the explanation of our programs, and even our medical assistants, right, who are in the gym with you per se, right?
Okay.
They give you a specialized workout. They give you your specialized meal plan.
Okay.
And we really want to, we have patients, they're crying in their sessions, right? We just want to connect with people on a personal level and have them understand that we've been there. We've all been there. And it's a muscle, right? You have to exercise it in order for yourself to get stronger. And that's why we have our 3-phased approach. We don't just cut you off and send you back out into the wild, right?
Okay.
By yourself. There's constant support all times. You can text us, you can call us, right? It's really about that support.
Okay, and it should be that way. And I'm hearing you all, and I'm loving what I'm hearing, because again, people are social media has made everybody want to be a certain way.
Absolutely.
Still magazines, TV, movies has everybody wanting to look a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen. That's why they have filters and AI and ChatGPT, and you can look at it any way you want to look.
Yeah.
But when it comes to health, healthy living. So what about the person who has health issues? Somebody who may have heart issues or diabetes, or what's the approach then?
Yeah, and to your point, people only show you what they want you to see, right? And so those journeys are very personal a lot of the times. But when we're thinking about your medical, we do a full lab workup.
Yes.
No one comes in and can just
Very good.
sign up. We do an extensive, our medical providers are running, taking your blood, EKG. We're doing everything very extensively. And we take it so serious. We're not just somebody that you can just come to. We're going to tell you if you're not a good fit. If you have a comorbidity that is attached to something that would not work well with our program, we're going to tell you, and then we're going to direct you. We're going to help you kind of know where you can go.
Okay.
But we really, your health matters to us. We have an in-house lab and pharmacy as well. So yeah.
Okay. I'm listening to you, and I like that you said, I'll let you know if you're not a good candidate.
Yeah.
Because so many people would just take your money and say, here, take this shot, take this pill, do whatever. We don't care.
And that's the dangers of getting it online, right? Because you do not see a doctor, you do not see a specialist. And what can actually happen if you are not being supervised by a medical professional, you lose muscle. But what's muscle? Your heart, your brain, right? Those things start to get affected, and nobody's monitoring you. So you don't have any real understanding of what's happening to your body. And that's really, really dangerous. Really dangerous.
And I never even thought of it that way.
Yeah.
And because I heard somebody the other day and it just broke my heart. It was a young person. And they said, oh, I'm doing this now, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. And I said, oh, where are you going? And they said, oh, my cousin knows this guy who works at the gym.
Yeah.
And my eyes almost popped out of my head. Who is this person?
Yeah.
And what credentials do they have to do that?
That part.
I think that access to drugs has been normalized, and people don't understand the importance of really what that could do or what it could do. You need to have somebody that is versed, somebody that is trained, somebody that is professional monitoring you and your steps so that we can understand, because everybody does not have the same reactions, right? Yeah. So it's just very, very dangerous to not take your health and put your health in a health professional's,
put it as a priority.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to look good, but I want to feel good.
And you want to live.
And I want to be here.
Yes.
So I want to be here.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there's so many things I want to ask you again. So today, again, we have Serena Williams and Crystal Wyatt from Medi Weight Loss Center in Riverview. Again, you can go to our website at cdcoftampa.org or any other social media platform to check out this podcast. And we're so happy to have you here. Now, give me your location. I know you're in Riverview. What's the address?
So we are at 13011 Summerfield Boulevard. We are off of 301 in Big Bend. So we're right behind the Wendy's.
Okay, so anyone who's listening, male, female, if you want a healthy approach to taking care of yourselves, make sure you get in touch with these ladies. Now I have, if we have time, one more question. To our young girls, we have an initiative here. We have a youth empowerment program, and we do an event called Sisterhood Summit. And I see so many girls who may have low self-esteem, who just don't feel good about themselves. What would be, as business owners, how would you encourage them to become entrepreneurs? And with being in the medical weight loss business, how would you encourage them to feel good about themselves? So 2 questions. So somebody can take one, somebody can take the other.
Okay, well, I'll talk about the little girls.
Okay.
That's okay. So what's important to know is that it's okay if everybody cannot see what you see, right? Oftentimes, we want to be normal. We want to be accepted. We want to be doing what everyone else is doing. And sometimes that's just not the reality. And sometimes you don't understand why. So I think it's important, if you have a dream and you have people around you that are not supportive or that don't understand your dream, to not let that deter you.
Thank you.
I think it's important to Serena and I to remember where we came from, right?
Okay.
We didn't start here. You know, we what the kids say, we got it out the mud. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's why giving back is so important to us. And we both wish that we had like programs and entrepreneurs who were available to us at a sooner like level, right? Because we'd be much further along in our journey, I believe. So that's why it's so important to give back, but also the environment that we create in our clinic. Each room has a positive word of affirmation on the wall because we want you to feel better. And the mind is so powerful. It really believes what you tell it. So you have to talk nice to yourself. And that is the first step. With a positive affirmation, every day you enter that clinic, there's a positive affirmation for you. And then you just have to, we encourage our patients to, like I said, be nicer to yourself, talk kinder to yourself. Celebrate your wins. We celebrate everybody. You lose a pound, we are clapping it up for you. we're throwing, confetti.
Okay.
Because everything, it's a challenge. Everything is a challenge, and you have to overcome. And we just want to be that support system for everybody.
Thank you. I have at home. I have on my bathroom mirror. It says, "You look amazing," and it's been on there forever. And sometimes I'm like, I sure do.
Yes.
And then some days I'm like, girl, but I still have to keep telling myself that I feel good first. I feel good. I'm healthy. I'm okay.
Yeah.
And I'll be okay.
Yeah.
But ladies, I'm just so happy that you all stopped by to talk to me, to see me. And again, thank you all so much for your willingness to want to give back to the community. And I love people like you who reach out. I didn't reach out. You all reached out to me when you first wanted to do something with our community. And I know you're going to be doing something with our Sisterhood Summit and working with our girls. And we will put you to work.
Okay.
And
So we
we love
appreciate
it.
you all so much. Again, ladies, it's been my pleasure to have you all on the CDC Experience. It's been a real pleasure to have Miss Crystal Wyatt, Miss Serena Williams of Medi Weight Loss Spa in Riverview, Florida. So thank you all, and thank you all for tuning in to the CDC Experience. Remember, you can always watch us on cdcoftampa.org or all social media platforms. And before we say goodbye, ladies, can you please tell everyone how they can get in touch with you?
Absolutely. You can find us on mediweightloss.com, or you can give us a call at 813-656-1020. We're here to help.
Thank you so much for a healthy way to do this.
Yes.
Again, I am Sartora Schumann-Smith, and thank you for being a part of the CDC Experience.